As part of our 3D Basics series, today we're going to look at elevator Tictocs. So this is where the nose is either up or down, and this is also the maneuver that most people start with when they're doing Tictocs. There are some pitfalls to that. Because of the side thrust from the tail rotor, the model is going to attempt to move sideways, so we're going to either counter that with the disc or just tilting the nose over. So the official F3N definition of Tictocs is actually 45 degrees either way, but we'll go through that on the field. So let's go and do a breakdown. Right, so it's a perfect day for actually going through Tictocs because there's very little wind. So when the model starts drifting sideways, you can actually see it this time. Right, so if you want to get into Tictocs, you're just going to start with flips. And you want to bring it over, stable hover, and then push it back. Right. Now you can, if your model is set up correctly, you can just go straight into Tictocs and start banging them out and you can learn them. But I think by going through this first, shows you, well, it proves that the model is set up correctly, so it's actually able to do this. And it just gets you used to changing the collective and controlling the elevator. And then once you can do those, we'll start speeding it up. So we'll turn it into a mini rainbow, and then we won't do a flat stop at the end, we'll actually stop it slightly tilted at nose up. So bring it over, mini rainbow, stop it there, bang it, bang, bang, bang. Okay. And you want to keep these mini rainbows short. The problem is if you do a long rainbow, you'll be controlling lots of the cycling to get it to come over cleanly. And we actually don't want to learn that. The Tictoc is just a straight elevator push over. Straight back. Okay, so once you can do the paused mini rainbows, you can actually start moving into a Tictoc. And you can start slow. Now, one of the problems at this point is you're going to notice that the model wants to drift to the left. And the reason is because the tail thrust is pushing it that way. So there are two ways to counter that. Now the easiest is just to lean the nose over. If you lean the nose over a little bit like that, it'll stay relatively in the same spot. If you want to go more to the right, you lean it over a bit more. If you want to bring it back, just go straight. The tail thrust will bring it over. And then lean it over again. Now we can do these hyper fast as well, and what happens is your timing will actually change. So your timing changes quite a lot. So if you just speed up from doing normal Tictocs, you'll overdo the collective. So what you want to do is, if you want to get to hyperspeed, you want to speed it up slowly. Start your normal speed, then go a little bit faster, and you'll see the timing will change between the collective and your elevator. And then you go a little bit faster. The moment it starts dropping or climbing, it means your timing is wrong. So once you can do elevator Tictocs, you can start moving them around. So you can move them from left to right and left and right. The next one after that is going to be skids-in elevator Tictocs. And that's kind of a brute force thing. I found that learning skids-in Tictocs was really tricky, so I found it a lot better to actually just go on the sim, bang them out there, and then get control of them and then bring them out to the field. And then once you can do skids in and you can do blades in, then you can pretty much do the rest of it. So you can start doing circuits, figure of eights. So we'll go through some of those now. see I'm leaning it the other way now because it's still got to lean against the tail thrust. Then we can do some circuits. So what I'll do is I'll do the circuit in the direction where the tail thrust is pushing me. So you can just keep it up straight. Let the tail push you around. Make it nice and round. So nice circuit. So now if you go in the other way and you fight in the tail thrust, you will have to lean it over. Do that. As you can see, you have to lean it over quite a lot. So if we now do change that to a figure of 8. Come across, just start turning at the center line where we slide on. And as you're going away, you want to be right in the middle again. Same size circle. And complete the figure of 8. Make it even trickier, you can do something like keeping it on the spot and doing a rotation. Going the other way. And then of course all of these things for elevated Tictocs is you want to be able to do them nose down as well. But not necessarily as part of the 3D basics. This is just showing you what you can do once you can do this. Nose down. Up. And the nose down one, you can see that I'm leaning over again to the left just to fight that tail thrust. Okay. And then we'll do a nose down figure of 8 as well. And we'll do it the easy way, we'll let the tail thrust push us along. Make sure as you're going away, you're in the center, and we're out of battery. Okay, so I think that you've seen enough for elevated Tictocs. They really are part of the 3D basics. You need to be able to do them. You need to be able to do them well. You don't need to do all of the variations that we've just been through, but to get to that point, you have to be really good at them. So definitely nose up, nose down, and definitely skids in, nose up and nose down. And that'll give you a really good footing for the rest of the series and moving on to advanced stuff. Until next time. Take 11. We just got to be a little bit careful because Stu is Welsh and he doesn't have any idea of what personal space is. Oh, fuck's sake.